5 insane corrupt cop stories you won't believe actually happened. Have you ever wondered what happens when the very people sworn to protect us become the villains? Today, we're diving into the darkest corners of law enforcement to uncover the top 5 craziest corrupt police stories. These tales go beyond simple bribery or abuse of power. We're talking about cartel-level corruption, secret murders, and entire departments run like mafia empires. Stay until the end for a story so insane it sounds like a Hollywood thriller, but it's terrifyingly real. Top 5 craziest corrupt police stories. Our first story takes us to Mexico, where in the city of Iguala, 43 college students mysteriously disappeared in 2014. At first, everyone thought this was just another cartel kidnapping, but investigations uncovered something far darker. Police officers arrested the students, handed them over to the Guerreros Unidos cartel, and the students were never seen again. But here's the twist. These officers weren't working with the cartel. They were the cartel. Entire city police departments in the region were essentially cartel militias wearing badges. They collected extortion money, kidnapped innocents, and trafficked drugs, all under the shield of law enforcement. Imagine being pulled over and realizing you're not dealing with cops at all. You're dealing with trained cartel enforcers who happen to be in uniform. In the end, the Mexican military intervened, arresting dozens of officers, but most of the students were never found. It remains one of the largest police corruption scandals in modern history. Story 2: The Rampart Scandal. Our second story sounds like a Netflix series because it inspired several. The Rampart scandal in Los Angeles during the 1990s exposed more than 70 officers involved in unthinkable crimes. Here's what went down. Officers in the LAPD's Rampart Division anti-gang unit were supposed to clean up the streets. Instead, they stole drugs from dealers and resold them, planted evidence on innocent people, framed suspects, assaulted civilians, and even carried out executions. One officer, Rafael Perez, was caught stealing 6 pounds of cocaine from evidence. To save himself, he exposed everyone, describing a secret police gang within the department, complete with initiation rituals and code names. Imagine a group of elite officers forming a criminal syndicate under the badge. Over 150 convictions were overturned because of their crimes. Many officers escaped serious prison time, and to this day, the Rampart Division remains a symbol of unchecked power gone rogue. Story 3: The Chicago Torture Ring. If you think corruption stops at drugs and theft, wait until you hear about Chicago Police Commander John Burge. From 1972 to 1991, Burge and his Midnight Crew tortured over 120 black men on the south side of Chicago. Their methods were horrifying: beatings, suffocation with plastic bags, mock executions, and electric shocks to genitals. All to force confessions, close cases faster, and appear like hero detectives. Many victims served decades in prison for crimes they didn't commit. And here's the most shocking part. Complaints were filed for years, but the city ignored them. It wasn't until the 2000s that lawsuits and public outrage finally led to Burge's conviction for perjury. He only served 4 years in prison. Imagine surviving torture by the police, only to see your torturer retire with honors. It's a chilling reminder of how systemic corruption destroys lives for generations. Story 4: The Florida Coke Cops. In the 1980s, Miami was the cocaine capital of the world. But what if I told you it wasn't just cartels moving product, it was also the cops? Miami's River Cops scandal exposed a group of officers smuggling thousands of pounds of cocaine and millions in cash. They worked directly with Colombian cartels, ensuring safe passage through Miami's ports, even escorting shipments with patrol cars. Here's the wildest detail. One officer was arrested while wearing his uniform during a cocaine buy. Undercover agents set up sting operations that revealed nearly half the department's narcotics unit was compromised. When it was all over, 20 officers were convicted, and Miami's reputation as a crime haven was cemented forever. It shows what happens when corruption turns law enforcement into organized crime with legal weapons. Story 5: The Serial Killer Cop. Our final story is perhaps the most chilling of all. Police officer Mikhail Popkov, the Angarsk maniac. From 1992 to 2010 in Siberia, Popkov murdered at least 78 women. His victims were usually intoxicated women he offered rides to while on patrol. Because he was a respected officer, no one suspected him. When women went missing, he was often assigned to the investigations of his own murders. He later confessed he was cleansing society of immoral women. But make no mistake, his crimes were driven by sadism. When finally caught through DNA, he showed no remorse, calmly telling investigators the details of each killing. This story proves that the uniform can be the perfect disguise for a monster. For nearly 2 decades, no one dared to suspect the friendly neighborhood cop. These stories remind us that power without accountability is a recipe for horror. Which of these corrupt cop stories shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because next time, we're diving into the top 5 most insane hidden cults operating today. You won't believe what we uncovered.